Oh, I hope you're just memeing, Slap. I don't really know what that means. And no, I haven't seen that dog. That sounds miserable to watch, though. Hope you're just memeing around, though, Slap. If aliens are real, why do you think the world governments would try so hard to cover their existence up? Well, that's not surprising. I mean, the reason would probably be just to prevent people from panicking and prevent things from going into disarray. The existence of aliens would throw a lot of things into disarray. They probably would like to avoid that. You need to check out the goofy alien body Mexico showed. Yeah, let me check that out now. Surely the live stream's done so I can find it. What's the channel called that they streamed it on? Because I do want to see it. Mexico Alien stream is on Canal del Congreso, Mexico. Streamed 37 minutes ago or streamed 2 hours ago? It looks like 2 hours ago. And it's at 2:29. 2:29:20. Okay. Think there's any hope for Halo Infinite as time goes on? Thank you for that, Clef. And I don't know, I feel like it's too little too late, but I know they have turned it around quite a bit. So who knows? This is kind of quiet.
Vamos a descubrir en este momento esos cuerpos que, de acuerdo a los científicos que van a declararlo aquí, son seres no humanos que no son parte de
What's in there? The Tesseract?
Terrestre, y que después de desaparecer no hay una evolución posterior.
Oh, it's a little carcass. I couldn't even tell. I'm just going to tell you right now. I don't believe that at all. This is way too stereotypical alien look. I think there is no way. I think there's absolutely no fucking shot.
De acuerdo a la Universidad Nacional Autónoma de México, quien realizó los análisis de carbono 14, estos seres tienen alrededor de 1000 años de antigüedad. Es decir, no se trata de seres que fueron recuperados en naves,
so what was this?
Estrellamientos, sino son
this
seres
whole
que
conference
sepultados en minas de diatomea, tierra de diatomea. La diatomea es una alga fosilizada con 17 millones de antigüedad. Es fitoplancton que abundaba en aquel tiempo y al desaparecer se fosilizó. Y la diatomea tiene características extraordinarias.
He's saying he's 1,000 year old. He's saying that they're 1,000 years old.
Ni de hongos. Por tanto, permitió preservar estos cuerpos por 1000 años desecados. No se trata de momias, se trata de cuerpos que están íntegros, completos, que no han sido manipulados en su interior y que tienen una serie de elementos que los hacen verdaderamente extraordinarios. Por favor, Joyce Mantilla, si quieres pasar por acá, por favor, adelante.
Pretty cool. I just don't believe that, though. If this looked actually less like all of the movies depict aliens, I'd be far more on the side of, possibly. But this actually just looks like a prop from, like, Arrival. Or not Arrival. What's the, oh my god. What is the one that has the really quintessential grays from back in the day? I can't remember now. But yeah, I don't think these are real alien bodies here. Skip ahead to the X-rays and scans. They even made like little postcards for him. Like, you're invited. Okay. Pretty cool. Thanks, mate. There's a big project porting Paper Mario 64 to PC. Oh, that's cool. I don't know if I'd play it, but I do like Paper Mario. And I don't know, slap. True Skywalker. It'd be wild if these were real and our movie depictions of aliens were spot on. That would be a crazy. That would be big. This is so silly. This is so fucking silly. Would we even be able to x-ray them? What if their biology wasn't conducive to it and all they saw was a box? Couldn't tell you. You're asking the wrong guy the wrong questions. No autopsy marks. Tell them, not me, man. I got no explanation for you other than these look like very silly props. But I don't see why they would bother faking this. I don't see what the gain is other than like a good joke. Humano? No humano. I understand that. I feel like aliens are likely to look like giant insects. I think they'd be insectoid as well. And definitely a samurai adequate, I think, would be best. Props for him standing up for the x-ray. True. That's what Stephen Hawking said. Yeah, and I agreed. It's literally the Mexican government. Yeah, I'm just wondering why would they bother faking this? It seems so silly. Doesn't make any sense. There's 0% chance this goofball is a real fucking alien. Actually 0. So what's the point? Oh, I hope you're just memeing, Slap. I don't really know what that means. And no, I haven't seen that dog. That sounds miserable to watch, though. Hope you're just memeing around, though, Slap. If aliens are real, why do you think the world governments would try so hard to cover their existence up? Well, that's not surprising. I mean, the reason would probably be just to prevent people from panicking and prevent things from going into disarray. The existence of aliens would throw a lot of things into disarray. They probably would like to avoid that. They say they found these alien bodies buried near the Nazca lines in Peru. They're claiming the aliens were given a proper burial as well. At least they were treated with respect. That's good to hear. Your father would disagree? I don't think he'd believe this. This looks very silly. And especially just to drop it cold turkey out of nowhere on a YouTube stream. Well, I guess it was more than a YouTube stream. This just happens to be one of the places it was broadcast. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. Taxes are pretty rough. Maybe that's what killed the aliens, perhaps. Thanks, Flab. I have no idea why the government would be showing it off and giving like yearbook photos of the alien bodies. No idea. Any idea why they would fake it? No, that's what I was saying. I don't really know what the point would be. seems entirely fruitless. I'm curious what the UFOs community is saying about it. Let's see. Let's take a peek. Let's read their discussion. I hope we get more scientists studying this stuff to confirm it. I want to temper my expectations, but Mexico wheeling out alien bodies feels absolutely world-shattering. So they put it into a database that is able to be accessed by anyone to verify their claims. They show a list of tests that have been done to the bodies, including metallurgy specialists, radiologists, and geneticists. They verified the authenticity and age of the bodies. They showed scans of their insides that showed metal implants in some of them, as well as eggs with embryos and organic material inside of them. Okay, well, if anyone can access it, it should be super easy for every other scientist in the world to start running tests on it, then to confirm it. That should be an easy slam dunk then if it's real. The Japanese House of Representatives had an alien talk today and shown similar mummies. Where at? And I don't know what announcement you're talking about, Harry Potter. How much protein do you think they have? No idea. Not enough. They were way too scrawny. These are the 3 links they provided to verify the DNA analysis. Oh, it's a 43 gig file. Holy shit. Well, if it's all there, then put it in the labs of the brightest scientists in the world. They'd all want to get a piece of that action, I imagine. Let them run wild. We could win the alien war if they actually look like that. In hand-to-hand combat, for sure. But their tech to get here must be nuts. As a Mexican, I'll say, let's keep clear heads. Remember that Mausan pushes every story independently if it's real or not. Not necessarily to try and misinform, but more ignorant and naive. My country is known for believing in wild shit without evidence. The forensic guy sounds convincing. He alleges DNA is not close to human or Earth species. They're saying they'll give everyone the DNA evidence and it will be available online. This isn't the same leadership that was talking about the witches. Or not the witch. Yeah, wait, witches, right? Because I remember they had a big conference about witches. And then they showed that goofy fucking picture of like the 2 women naked in a forest. Oh, was it gnomes? I thought it was witches. No, it's witches. I'm looking at it right here. And elves. The Alexes. That's what it was. That's the one. The elves. But that was the president. I guess this could be much more than that, considering they have like other people here instead of just him. But yeah, it was this. It was the photo of the mystical creature that he alleged was an elf. This was a while back. Oh yeah, the Rambo game is a pretty shitty game, but it's not a fun bad one. The Mexican government itself isn't presenting this. It's some UFOologist who supposedly work with Research Center. His name is Jaime Musan. So it's not the actual government. What was his name? Jaime Musan. So it was him presenting the findings. He's a Mexican journalist, TV personality, and UFOologist. In 2017, he was involved in the analysis of 5 mummies discovered in Peru at the region where the UNESCO World Heritage Nazca Line site is located. The images of these findings were initially aired in the documentary sponsored by Gaia, and it allegedly showed a crouched, mummified body of a humanoid figure with an elongated skull and 3 fingers on each hand and foot. Snopes reported that Maussan led an event called Be Witness, at which a mummified body, purportedly that of an alien, was unveiled. Later, though, that alien discovery was debunked. The mummified corpse was shown to be that of a human child. That does not bode well for this one, then. Ooh, thank you for the 50, Jonathan. And yeah, in a 1v1 brawl, I think if they look like this, we can beat their shit. And it won't even be close. Welcome aboard, Ginger. And thanks for the membership, Samboni. Don't know what my favorite good bad game would be. That is always such that is such an incredible cope that I see every time I just go to Wikipedia for the Cliff Notes. This is still a real thing that happened. This isn't a made-up thing. And I'm assuming you can just go to the sources down here just to find it. It's just basically an overview of general things. The reason a lot of teachers said it's not a credible source is just due to fucking laziness. It is a fine source. You go here, you get like the basics, and then you go deeper into the sources. This isn't made up. The Japanese one isn't aliens, it's an alleged mummified mermaid that's been worshipped since the 1700s after fishermen caught it. Mermaids now? Oh, Jiminy Christmas. It seems too good to be true. Yeah, I don't believe it. But I guess we'll wait to see what the rest of the world scientists do with it. If it's real, I think they'd be all over this. This would be one of the biggest discoveries in the entire history of our species to confirm we're not alone in the universe when it comes to intelligent life. So I can't imagine this somehow flying under the radar if it's real. Thanks, Amber. I am not a big fan of the forest, sorry to say, Yarmouth. And yeah, I saw Aaron Rodgers is done for the whole season. That's rough luck for the Jets.